Just as simple as that. Make yours today. Make for people, sell, make this money. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel, and let's get into the material. I'm using the sun ray material, and for the measurement, for the length, I'm using 11.5, and for the width, the breadth, I'm using 5 inches. Now the very first thing we want to do right now is you are going to take it over to your sewing machine like so, and you are going to sew it straight down. Definitely you know that if you are taking it to your sewing machine, this is going to be, let's say this is your fabric, this is your right side, you just fold it over like this, and then you're going to sew it straight down. I'm going to be doing that for both fabrics that we'll be using, because we'll be making use of 2 fabrics of the same measurement, just like I said initially. So I've gone ahead to sew it down, and what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm just going to be turning both fabrics inside out, just as you're seeing me do. I'm turning it to the right side of our headband. Now after I must have finished turning it, this is sunray fabric, so there are some things that can be pardonable with sunray fabrics that may not be pardonable with a plain fabric. So what I'm going to be doing right now is, this is my the right side. This was the part that I went to sew. It is the one down. That is what I will regard as my wrong side. So what do you want to do? Number one thing, this thing is very simple. Sometimes I see some tutorials and I wonder why they make it so so difficult. You just fold over like so. 1. This is the other part too. Now take note that this side right now facing us is the wrong side. Remember that we folded it over. Initially it was the right side facing us, but now because we folded it over, it is the wrong side that is facing us. Now just take this one like so as well. This is the part that I sew. This is the part, so that is automatically the wrong side of the headband. So I'll just take this one like so. Remember we folded it over. Twist, I don't know, is twist the right word? Put this one like this. This one too, put it like this. Arrange it well. This part, actually I think this part might be the only distance. Then arrange it well. So this is what we are looking at now. This is what we are looking at. Just make sure that both ends are equal. What do you want to do? Just take it over to your sewing machine. Number 1, this part, I'm going to be pinning it so that you guys will see what it looks like before I go and sew. I want to pin it for you guys to show it. Now this part, ensure that it is the up part. Don't make mistake, because this side can go and interchange it or go and exchange it for you. So you see this up part that we are actually pinning. You are going to be pinning the up part for this one too. When I tell you it's as simple as that, trust me, it is as simple as that. If it is complicated, I'll tell you it is complicated, but you can do it because people are doing it, and so I mean, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. So the up parts, remember that it was the up parts that we actually, you can decide to do it maybe for the down part, any part, just make sure that it is the same part for both fabrics. And after that, you just open it like so, and you have your twisted headband. But I'm going to be going over to my sewing machine first, just like what I did. You remember what I did now? I just bent this one over, folded it over, then just watch the video again, and the upper part of this one, I'm going to be sewing it. Make sure that these parts are equal, and then I'm going to be sewing it as close as possible to, don't allow the sewing of this fabric to go and join this one, or no, it's going to be different, but sew it closely as possible, that so that there will not be holes there. So I'm just going to go over to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to sew it straight down, and I'm going to come back and show you guys the next thing. So I've gone ahead to sew it. This is the first part, the first fabric, and this is the second fabric. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just see, I said sew it as close as possible to that center, but ensure that this other fabric, the other fabric, does not get entwined with it. So I'm going to be I'm going to be removing the pins from the fabric. I mean, there's really no need, but I just needed it to use it to illustrate to you guys. Now this is what we actually sewed is looking like. This is the back side, because I'm using black and the material is sundry. I'm sorry about that. So this is what it looks like. Now can you see that this was where we sew and this was also where we sew here? So what you just want to do is now you're going to just, it's as simple as that, trust me. And when I see videos of people just making it elaborate, in my head I'm like, why? So just fold it over to this other side like so. Trust me. Now this is it. If you want to make it a turban, let's say you want to make it a turban, number one, your measurement will be different. Let's have it like that. Your measurement will be, instead of using, like, I think we used 5 inches, when it is stretched out we have 10 inches. If you want to use a turban, if you want to make it a turban, you can make use of like 13 inches instead of your 10 inches. So when it is unfolded, it is 6.5. And number one, your measurement. Number two, after you must have twisted it. The twisting part is the same process. After you must have twisted it, the next thing you want to do is you are going to go ahead and sew one side of it like this. You are going to take it over like so. Let's say you want to make it a turban, and then you will sew it straight down. You will sew it as closely, just like the twisted parts, to the middle. But since we are not going to be making a turban, we are going to be leaving both ends not sewn. So what we want to do right now is we are going to take it, this part like this, bring it to this part. This is our right side of the fabric. Look at this part. Can you see? This is our wrong side of the turban, of the headband. This is our right side. So just take it over to your sewing machine like so and run a straight stitch. I'll be running it down and I'll be back. I'm back, and this is me after sewing it down. And I can't advise you to leave it like this because this is actually big. This is like almost 9.5 inches, so it will be too big. But if you decide to leave it like that, that's on you. But for me and my family, we are not going to be leaving like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this excess fabric off. Please don't look at my scissors. Don't be like your teacher, your tutor. I have to get a new scissors. I have a sharp scissors, but I don't even know where I dropped it. Okay, I think I'll send it somewhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this excess part off like so. The first time I made this headband, I fell in love with it because I'm a Christian and I use headwears. So I actually wanted to make a twisted turban, and then when I got to the part of sewing a part to make it a turban, I just said, well, let me just leave it like that, and I fell in love with it. That should be the, if I'm not mistaken, my off-white testing. You're going to be seeing it, I think. Yes. So right now, what do you want to do? You can decide to just leave maybe 1/2 inch, or then just sew it all the way. Anyone, I'm just going to be leaving 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. It's not even up to 1/2 inch. And I'm going to be tacking it all the way down, or all the way up, because there's no down and up, anyone as you decide to call it. So I'm just going to leave that same, just almost the same, just a little bit, and that is that is just that. So you are going to do what? Tack it very, just like I usually see. Tack it very well. Very well. And yeah, we have our song, our twisted. Yeah, we have it. This is it though. It's not as complex as this is just it. This is it. See that it's simple. Don't let anybody tell you that the Some of the tutorials I see online, they can be scary. Now this is our simple this thing. It's as simple as that. Just as simple as that. Make yours today. Make for people, sell. Make this money. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video. Till another time. Bye.